Good afternoon. My name is Ashley Hill. I've been in the industry for about 1.5 years now. In my role, I'm a media buyer, but in my heart, I'm an economist. Over the past couple months, our economy has moved from excitement at the prospect of interest rate cuts and the feeling that the economic fallout from the pandemic may be finally behind us, to the realisation that our economy is actually out of cycle with the rest of the world. Despite high interest rates, inflation increased for the first time since 2022. Unemployment surpassed anticipated levels by 20 times. There were claims we've actually already been in recession for over 18 months. We saw extreme share market volatility due to the complex unwinding of the Japanese yen carry trade, and some were even doubting the legitimacy of positive earnings figures from some of the ASX's heavy hitters, with a view that positive results have merely been attained by mass cost cutting or product pricing increases. And the RBA ruled out the idea of rate cuts in 2024. Whilst this has all been going on, what have we been focusing on? Engagement rates, video completions, cost per acquisition? Perhaps we're getting sucked into the weeds of media metrics so far that we're forgetting what truly matters: clients' growth. Here, let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. Let's say last month, your average order value was down 40%. You might have been a little bit nervous to have this conversation with the client, but they were actually okay. Why? Well, firstly, we know the current levels of inflation and interest rates have eroded much of households' disposable income. And secondly, but more importantly, you might have missed the fact that companies in this environment may shift their focus from maximising order value to increasing transactions and developing their customer base. If you had such insight, you would have been able to discuss how, despite the drop in order value, you actually also saw purchases increase. And so the company's long-term prospects are looking healthier. Or for a retail client, how easy is it to simply focus on that 10% increase in cost per acquisition, but ironically overlook the fact that discretionary spending within your target audience has decreased by 20%? So whilst we're underperforming in a media sense, we're actually outperforming versus category norms. You see, without the tools to understand or analyse the structures, supply chains, interest rate announcements, consumer sentiment, or even changes in share price of a company, it may make it really, really challenging to seize the opportunity that's at the core of every one of our agencies: being seen as a partner to growth rather than a cost on a balance sheet. By understanding and aligning with the economic realities impacting your clients, you become more than a media partner. You become a trusted advisor. If you can demonstrate a deeper understanding than even your client has on the broader factors affecting their own business, the relationship is bound for flourishing longevity. And it's analysing economic data that will allow us to be more effective with our media, better forecast market behaviour, and potentially capitalise on opportunities that others may miss. Co-ords, managers, anyone that doesn't know when the next RBA announcement is? Here are the 3 lessons I've learned as probably the least experienced media buyer in the room. Number 1, we need to know our clients' KPIs inside and out. So no, a click-through rate doesn't make it into the boardroom. When we can step outside of the media globe and into the shoes of our clients' CMO or CEOs, that's where we get happy clients, through delivering better business outcomes, not necessarily better media outcomes. Number 2, pin the AFR to your favourites tab. If you want to change habits, a 10-minute scroll if you want to change habits, we need to make the new ones obvious. And a 10-minute scroll every few days of the Australian Financial Review or the likes, such as Market Watch or Trading Economics, will do wonders for your landscape literacy. And 3, if we're following what's happened this week in media, we need to be following what's happened this week in the economy. What's happening in the economy is just as valuable as what's happening in media, and we should be thinking deeply about what it means for us, all the way from planning to buying to optimization to reporting. Economics is filled with lagging indicators. If we can get on the front foot, we'll be better placed to be proactive, not just reactive. In closing, economics helps us understand the world around us. It enables us to understand people, companies, markets, governments, and ultimately make better business decisions. When we can apply economic insight to answer the why to our clients' most important KPIs, rather than just our own, we may indeed see a new age of trust, knowledge, and relationships in media. Thank you.